Hey everyone, it's Jay, and I am back for another season of Journey Vision. I am so excited to be here, and I can't wait to update you on everything that's happened since I left for my seasonal job last May. Everyone's definitely due for an update, and I'm excited to tell you about my seasonal job, my broken ankle. That's right, I had surgery on my ankle while I was in the middle of Alaska, and update you with what I've done since I've come back to the lower 48. So right now I'm in Ajo, Arizona, and just really enjoying the desert. It's been healing, guys. I've needed to do some soul searching and process everything that happened with my job in Alaska. And I'm not gonna lie, the past few months have been pretty rough. But the great news, I'm feeling like myself again, and I've been back on the bike, out hiking and out exploring, and definitely feeling my spirit on the rise. I absolutely loved Alaska. I love my seasonal job. I had the time of my life while I was there. Our jobs were difficult. We had a record number of rafters show up for this season with a low staff. So we had a shortage of workers with a lot of tourists, but it made it a lot of fun, and we all pushed through, we all stuck together, and we had a successful season. I did break my ankle in the middle of the season. However, I was able to push through and finish. It was tough. I had to have surgery. There was some recovery. I didn't have health insurance, one of the risks of being a nomad. But all in all, I recovered well. I had a good surgery. And as you can see, I got an Alaskan souvenir. So I got 6 screws, a plate, and a cable to pull everything together. When I got back to the lower 48 though, I just, everything hit me all at once. Kind of had a rough time. It was actually the hardest time of the year. Just had to deal with some depression, and since I've been down in Ajo, I've just been feeling great, and things are definitely on the turnaround. After I got back from Alaska, I spent a good bit of time in Colorado catching up with some friends and family. I also did a little bit of work, just hanging some drapes for one of my good friends, Mike, and then spent some time in Canyon City, did some boondocking there, but for the most part was just still living in my van, but static around Colorado Springs, where my friends and family are from. So I'm excited, guys. I'm going to queue up my Alaska footage for you. I hope you enjoy. Interesting video. We got the desert, and now we're going to the boreal forests of Alaska. Can't wait to share this with you. I hope you enjoy. Alaska, the final frontier. Here's my room. Not too bad. I was comfortable. My neighbor was a little noisy, but other than that, I really enjoyed my living conditions. Every day the buses would run and pick up our rafters for the day. We had both buses and shuttle vans. A snowy day to start the day. Here's the compound. You can see some trailers with rafts on them, a couple more buses, and those are more living quarters. Inside the cook shack. And of course there was a huge social aspect to my time in Alaska. Love all my Alaskan co-workers and friends. Miss you guys. And our compound was on an airstrip, which made it really interesting. Every day planes would come and go. I really enjoyed it. Nobody complained. This is my drive to and from work. It's right along the national park. It was beautiful. It was my favorite part about my job. And our office, maybe you've rafted with Denali Raft. It was a great company to work for. Great rafting experience. I would highly recommend it. Inside the office.
Talk about that secret meeting that took place.
And down the Nanana River with one of our best guides, Patrick.
Now they sat down with a map.
The rafters could take a dip if they wanted to, as long as they got back in the boat. And then there was the wildlife. Got to see a herd of caribou. This is inside Denali National Park and the preserve. I got to watch the swan take care of a couple ugly ducklings, although that's not one of them, that's an actual duck. Ptarmigan. And the only bear I saw. It's a big old grizzly. The Healy Mountain Range. Very spectacular. And then I got to get out of town. I got to go visit Talkeetna, which was one of my favorite little towns I got to visit. It was 4th of July, and just a really fun town. My friend John making some campfire popcorn. And what a treat. Mount Denali. It was impressive. It's rare to see it. It's rare to get a clear day. Kastner Ice Cave. That was a highlight. Beautiful. And then probably my favorite sight, the Northern Lights. They were amazing. I had a viewer tell me I wouldn't see them in September, and this was around September 1st. They were amazing. One of the many massive rivers in Alaska. And it was time for me to leave. I finished the season with my broken ankle and headed south towards Anchorage. Took the train again. It was so much fun. This is Beluga Point, right along the coast. And I did see belugas. It was hard to get video though. This is overlooking Anchorage. And some glaciers along the coast. This is on the Kenai Peninsula. And then I visited a town called Whittier, and you drove through this one-way tunnel. It was a little unnerving. And the Prince William Sound and the town of Whittier, one of the few harbor towns I've ever visited. Just some of the scenery around Whittier. And after getting to enjoy the coast, it was time for me to wrap it up and make my way back to Colorado. Well, I hope you enjoyed the Alaska footage. What a beautiful state. I had such an incredible time and really lucked out with my ankle. That could have been nasty, and lucked out with my surgeon and my recovery, and I think I'm going to be just fine. So also feels good to be back in the saddle and just be out in the desert and soaking up Mother Nature. It feels great, guys. I really needed this. So stay tuned for some more episodes and let the journey continue.